Shalom and welcome to the channel. We will be studying the book of Chokmah Shalomah called Wisdom of Solomon, found in the apocrypha or the Cepher. In this book we find Solomon's yearning for and praise of wisdom, which Yahuah did give him so that he could rule Yasharel in righteousness. One topic heavily focused on is the vanity of idolatry. Chapter 13 verses 1 through 5 reads, "Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Elohim, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the Elohim which governed the world, with whose beauty if they, being delighted, took them to be Elohim. Let them know how much better Yahuah of them is. For the first author of beauty has created them. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them esteem. Worship the Creator and not the creation, since Yah created all things in the Shemayim and the earth. Whether it be a human or animal or the sun or the moon, all is Yahuah's. Psalm says the earth is Yahuah's and the fullness thereof. Even more vain is to worship something created by the hands of men, being creatures themselves. Chapter 13 verses 11 through 19 says, "Now a carpenter that fells timber, after he has sawn down a tree meet for the purpose, and taken off all the bark skillfully round about, and has wrought it handsomely, and made a vessel thereof fit for the service of man's life, and after spending the refuse of his work to dress his meat, has filled himself, and taken the very refuse among those which serve to no use, being a crooked piece of wood, and full of knots, has carved it diligently, when he had nothing else to do, and formed it by the skill of his understanding, and fashioned it to the image of a man, or made it like some wild beast, laying it over with vermilion and with paint coloring it red, and covering every spot therein. And when he had made a convenient room for it, set it in a wall, and made it fast with iron. For he provided for it that it might not fall, knowing that it was unable to help itself, for it is an image, and has need of help. Then he makes prayer for his goods, for his woman and children, and is not ashamed to speak to that which has no life. For health he calls upon that which is weak. For life prays to that which is dead. For aid humbly beseeches that which has least means to help. And for a good journey he asks of that which cannot set a foot forward. And for gaining and getting, and for good success of his hands, asks ability to do of him that is most unable to do anything." Why is idol worship vain? This is precisely the reason. But the biggest reason is because there's only one true Elohim that we praise, that we obey, and that we worship, and that we pray to. And his name is Yahuah. All others are a snare and bring death. Chapter 14 verses 8 through 13 reads, "But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as it as he that made it. He, because he made it, and it, because being corruptible, it was called Elohim. For the wicked and his wickedness are both alike hateful unto Elohim. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the other nations shall there be a visitation. Because in the creature of Elohim they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever." What is the fruit of idol worship that makes it an abomination to Yahuah? that he will both destroy the maker and the idol itself, aside from it being a stumbling block to the souls of men. What is the fruit? Did you know the ritualistic practices of sacrilege, sexual immorality, transgenderism, and other uncleanness were results of idolatry? Let's read chapter 14, verses 22 to 27. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of Elohim. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues they called peace. For while they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made reveling of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously, or grieved him by breaking wedlock. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, breaking wedlock, and shameless uncleanness. For the worshipping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. An idol can be a tangible thing or untangible. Power, money, beauty, a political figure, a political party, a celebrity, of course a demon or a principality. It can even be yourself, your goals, and your dreams instead of Yahuah's will for your life. And of course a statue of Mary or a false image of Yahusha our Messiah. Anything esteemed higher than Yahuah in the coming about of his kingdom and his will is an idol. He clearly commands in Shema, Exodus 20, not to love any idols. Ask God to reveal any idols in your life and put them away immediately. When the beast is revealed, in the end times that we are in, be sure to never worship his image. Exodus 20, 4 through 6 reads, You shall not make unto you any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuah Eloheka, am a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and guard my commands.